Welcome back to Heartfire Tales, Jim.
Thanks. Yeah, it's
And Ryan, welcome back.
Hi.
How are you? I'm unnecessarily aggravated about everything because Jim made a minor noise off mic before we started. Oh, that's awful.
Last time you guys were here, I terrorized you.
You did, yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
relaxed to be back in something that resembles normality.
Yeah, that's a nice little sneak behind the curtain there, Ryan. That we this is going to come out in July, I think.
This is coming
Maybe
out-
August.
yeah.
Sorry, this thing's going to come out in either August or end of July. But we've already recorded Whispering Ashes for October.
Because I'm running away.
Ooh. Yeah, because Ryan is eloping.
Ryan has
essentially.
to flee the country for a little while. It's a
Because of
whole
Whispering
thing,
Ashes.
Because of Whispering
Yeah.
Ashes.
Yeah, no one tell immigration that, but Ryan needs to leave. But anyway, welcome back to Lethwan, the land, and I actually have some M's prepared, like only maybe have written down in the
Never
past 10
happens.
minutes.
Never happens.
The land of might, magic, and mysterious tunnels.
I thought we weren't
Secret
going to start
tunnel.
doing
I don't
adjectives.
have enough words.
All right.
Okay?
Did I end the last episode with Secret Tunnel?
I do believe.
you did, yeah.
Yes.
You can never have enough. Secret Tunnel.
Yeah.
Secret Tunnel.
It is
Through the library.
It's still a mountain.
Secret
it is a
secret
mountain.
tunnel.
Yeah, I could say might, magic, and mountain tunnels if that's better. It's still an adjective, but it's more of a noun.
I like mountains. We haven't used mountains.
Yeah.
Have we not?
I don't think we've used mountains.
No.
That's wild, considering we were in
Because
a
we used
mountain
meteorological anomalies when we were in
Yeah.
mountains.
town. True.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still not going to use mountains. I'm going to hold on to mountains in my back pocket for something. Mysterious tunnels for
derail
now.
the whole fucking campaign just because you don't have one. You'll be like,
Yeah.
you go to the mountains. Might, magic, and mountains.
Yeah, basically.
So I'm in
Yeah.
a tunnel.
Yes. Do you want to give a recap as to how you got into this tunnel?
Yeah. So,
I didn't even have
Wait.
to make him roll.
Yeah,
No,
hold
you
on.
started.
No,
you
no,
started. You started.
no. I do enough of these.
Okay.
8.
15.
10.
Oh,
Jim.
fuck.
I rolled a D100 to try and be like haha, I still got a 10.
Okay. So, where do you want me to pick this recap
from
up
Brent's
from?
perspective? Why is Sid in a tunnel?
Yeah.
Brent doesn't even know Sid's in a tunnel. Brent, I think, is
Yeah, sure.
off partying outside with, like, Melody.
Well, there you go. There's your recap. Go
Yeah,
from
so
there.
I showed up in this town where they're just throwing gold around like it's nothing, and then Sid, my new best friend Sid, he had a thesis to show, so he went into this big mountain that's seemingly a library. I'm assuming it's one of these bigger on the inside jobs. Don't know what happened to him, but I can tell you that I think I'm a wagoneer or something like that at the moment.
Yes,
Your new
I think you're
disguise?
a caravan driver.
I'm a caravan driver.
Your new
Yeah,
disguise. Yeah.
he's out on the town, absolutely having it large while
At
you're
like
doing
9
that.
in the morning.
At 9 in the morning, yeah, just absolutely loving it, loving being out and about. Something to do with a thesis. If I had to guess, right, because I know all about magical conjunctions and magic bleeding into this realm and all that kind of thing, because I have horns. So basically, what's gone on is he's gone in there to present a thesis, and I'm assuming from the little I know of him, he did quite well. He probably stayed up all night studying and presented a well put forward argument, complete with, facts and evidence and all that kind of nonsense.
Yep.
Probably got grilled by several different people representing several different, fields of inquiry. If I had to guess what was going on in there.
Very good guesses so far.
Probably put on such a good show that they decided he was, worth a little extra knowledge. And I would say they
I
probably
think-
would take him into a back room.
I do think that Sid is worth a bit of extra knowledge, to be honest, Bren.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'd say they're probably going to take him into a back room, through
I
a
would
tunnel,
s-
maybe.
honestly,
rough
like-
him up a little.
It kind of look. I obviously don't know much about town, and it's kind of not really my whole vibe here.
Yeah.
But if I had to say, I'd say there's some real sort of dark, weird secret that they're keeping, and this is why they're so happy.
There is something
you know?
cloak and dagger, and like if this were a story that somebody was telling, and I was
Yeah.
that person, I would wait 4 or 5 months before revealing what's in that tunnel.
Oh, so do you think we should just like maybe leave for a while? We can have like Ventures of Bren and Melody. We
Yes,
can call it Brenity,
okay.
and we just go off for a couple of months. We come back, and then we finally hear about it.
100%. But
I mean, no
it
one
needs
wants to
be
know what
made-
this cliffhanger
It needs
is,
to be
right?
made absolutely clear that Dylan left us waiting for months to tell us what was in this tunnel.
I
So
yeah.
much so, I couldn't remember my character.
Oh,
I
yeah.
played him for 2 episodes, and then Dylan was like, right, let's leave this for 6 months now.
It was only 2 months.
It felt like 10.
Yeah. I know.
After going through Whispering Ashes in between.
Yeah. But there's a lot of
aged.
other stuff happening in between. Yeah. I think we even had the live show in between.
We did.
as
Yeah.
well. So yeah.
Because
just-
you guys may have picked up on it. I slipped into Bren briefly in the live show, and Dylan was like, "The fuck are you doing?" Because I
Yeah.
was like, "I'm going to use a luck point," and you were like, "You don't have
I
luck
was like,
points."
you don't have luck points.
Because I did a level up on a new character in one episode and forgot that the luck points came with the new character, not the level up. And he was like, "You don't have luck points," and I was like,
that was very funny.
"Okay, yeah." So yeah, kudos if anybody pegged that I was playing a different character briefly. Yeah. Okay. And then I'd assume they'd take him down a dark tunnel, rough him up a bit, and then show him a secret. But that's all just a guess.
So Sid, you're in this tunnel,
Secret tunnel!
and loads of fists
Secret
come out of the
tunnel.
tunnel, start beating the shit out of you.
The walls made of fists. The floor
Yeah.
made of fists. There is no rest. Only fists.
It's the tunnel of fisting.
Don't touch your fucking microphone.
Oh yeah, sorry. Anyway, whatever. So, Sid, you're in this tunnel. You just keep going down, and what strikes you about this tunnel is
The length.
the length. It's very long. It's a very long tunnel. But it is, you don't know, you're not like an archaeologist or an architect or anything, but you still get a feel for that this is constructed at a different time. Like this predates
the library.
the library and town as a whole. It's just a very different vibe to it. And as you keep walking down, there's like soft, like arcane illumination through the tunnel, so you can see, but it's not like brightly lit. And what's Sid feeling as he's like walking down this tunnel?
Just really, like, determined. Like, he's made it through his thesis.
Yep.
You know, there's a lot of confusion, like what's going on. But also, you know, speaking with Herman, had an idea that there was a lot of extra knowledge, you know?
Yeah.
Because he literally had to present this thesis to get more knowledge. So
Yeah.
he's doing the get more knowledge part.
Nice. And as you're maybe kind of like psyching yourself up or kind of, you know, holding on to these feelings of determination
He's
and like sense of
thinking maybe
purpose.
he'll get like some nice rings in here after he meets the dragon that the elders have sent him into the cave.
Yeah,
to
it's not Shang-Chi.
Oh, okay.
Damn it! I rolled a monk for fucking nothing.
I thought that was the direction
It's actually
we
just
were going.
Bren down there.
They have to change all the art. Brian can't have those rings on his arm anymore.
As you, oh man, no, I'm not going to give Brendan.
Oh,
10
give
rings.
Bren the 10 rings,
No,
please.
no.
Give him 9. Give him 9 rings. He can have one on his tail.
He's not a mortal man. He shouldn't have 9 rings.
Okay.
As you continue walking down this tunnel, you hear a voice, similarly to how you project your voice into people's minds through kind of like this dream theater. It sounds vaguely humanoid, but you're not quite sure. Who are you?
Hey, I'm Sid from town.
Hello, Sid.
Hi, who are you?
My name is Raikara.
Raikara.
Yeah.
That's a pretty bitchin' name.
Thanks. Sid, what are your goals?
My goals.
This is giving me real AI energy. Does the mountain have a fucking AI?
He suddenly realizes that this is quite more serious, you know, being asked a question like that. You know, he's just come out of this test. And even if somebody's got a bitchin' name, you know, sometimes things are serious. Look, there is a force out there that is trying to withhold knowledge from everyone and bringing destructive, terrible forces into the world. And my main objective is to... You seem like someone that just wants the absolute truth. And the absolute truth is, I want to kick the shit out of them and put them in their place. I also want to find my dad. I feel like I shouldn't lie. And I want to kick him in the balls.
We all have our own individual needs and desires. I can appreciate that.
Nice.
Is there anything else you want from life?
What I want from life? I'll be honest, Raikara. Over the past 6 months, I've had to realize that my objectives for my own life were a bit shallow. That I didn't really have like any big goals. And I saw that life can be cut short before you can achieve anything that you thought you were going to. and that anyone else was going to. And that's made me realize that maybe focusing on what I want out of life is less important than what I can contribute with my life.
Very interesting, Sid.
Thanks.
Sid, would you like a challenge?
I've been given a lot of those recently, but yeah, I'm down.
Good. Yeah, you've just been walking along, and like this tunnel
Yeah.
just doesn't seem as if it's ending. And like, basically, as soon as you accept this challenge, a massive stone wall appears in front of you. Here's your first challenge.
Okay. So does this wall have DM? I'm guessing. I'm talking to you now.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
Rekar.
Mhm.
Is there a top on this wall?
Yeah, it looks as if just like a massive like slab of stone has just been like put in front of you. You're not sure, is it like a boulder holding it up? Is it like a stone door? Is it just like the rock wall itself has come in? The light is quite dim and it's hard to make out. You just know that there is something solid and like rock hard in front of you. Give me a strength check. And what you're going to do for this strength check is you're going to roll 3 times and you're going to take the average.
Okay.
You're rolling with the belt, so
I am. So I get a, what is that, a +5 to my strength? Yeah, because
Uh,
I've got 21. 15, 9, 8.
you're not used to it yet.
No.
Yeah.
I'm probably not using it, you know? Because I'm in my brain game right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got an average of like 10.5.
Yeah.
You kind of start looking at this and you start trying like just to push against it to see, just like you don't have weapons on you. You're not going to come armed into your meeting with the elder. So you start pushing against the stone. You start tapping in to the strength that the belt is giving you, the strength that you've taken from Khan, essentially, and start pushing against it. And she's like, "Oh, well, okay. Seems maybe strength's not your strong suit. We'll see about the next one." And all of a sudden, the ground just disappears. Like it's just not there. And you're plummeting down into like darkness. And you hit water. And you get like something like almost like pulls you down into the depths. And I need you to make a constitution check to basically hold your breath and swim to safety.
Okay.
And the same thing again, roll 3 times and take the average.
So I'm going to use my cunning action to actually dash
Okay, yeah, nice.
with that.
So yeah, usually these would be roll 3 times, take the average. I will say change that to roll with advantage.
Okay. Nice. 17, 14.
Yeah, so you kind of feel yourself falling and like kind of using your natural dexterity, Sid, you're able to kind of like orientate yourself so that you fall feet first, and as soon as you feel your feet touch water, you basically manage to get a good breath of air into your lungs, get pulled down, but you're able to manage to kind of keep your orientation, and you swim until you like break free of the water, and you hear this voice again go, "Better. Okay. How about this?" And you're then just on solid ground again, and you're surrounded by almost like paradoxically countless amounts of tunnels that you could take, just various branching paths, like you're in the middle of a maze or something, but like some of the angles just aren't making sense. Like none of this seems like it's in the physical realm, you know? I need you to make a wisdom check in order to be able to basically have the insight or have the wisdom to know which path to take.
Okay.
And if you have any sort of class or character bullshittery that you want to do, absolutely hit me with that.
Oh, absolutely. You know, as I do.
As you do.
So Sid has learned that he's best when he's not alone. And he's already, you know, touching into this dream theater with this. And he's going to pull forth his buddy from the dreamscape
Okay,
and pull forth the spirit version of Fink
sure.
to be able to use his senses to
Yeah, nice.
help to get an advantage on wisdom saving.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I like that. Again, we move from the tree and take the average to roll with advantage.
Yeah, cool.
And yeah, you can use whatever perception check is higher.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
So that's a 16 is my highest.
16. You have a look and
Fink. Fink.
sure. You kind of you summon Fink, And it's not like when you usually summon Fink in the normal world where kind of like, the spirit of Fink kind of emerges from actual Fink. In this kind of case, he kind of just like materializes, like kind of almost as if he's been there all along. You just had to will him into existence,
Yeah, fair.
And you're getting obviously this feeling that this place just isn't quite real, and it's very similar to what you've been experiencing in the various times you've kind of half looked into the Dream Theater or half kind of been there. And you realize, and that's something that your mom has been talking to you a lot about over the past 6 months, is that like self-control is the most important part of it, because you can't ever let yourself lose control. In that lies danger, and you remember like 6 months ago when you first came to town, she was talking about someone who had gone mad because they had spent too much time in the dream world and just like lost control of themselves. And so you're standing here in the middle of this like wild labyrinth. Like there's a tunnel directly above you, there's one below you, yet you're somehow standing at the mouth of it on nothing, and you realize that if you wanted to, you could just walk downwards. Like nothing, like direction and dimensions just don't really exist here, or not in a way that makes any kind of rational sense. And you realize, you're always better when you have Fink with you, and Fink kind of helps to guide your way a lot of times. So you kind of just think of him, and he materializes, kind of sniffs around, Fink, and just a seemingly random path that's kind of like both in front and above you, that you have to walk backwards into, like that you just like absolute just like wild shit that you somehow get, and you walk along and you hear again, good, interesting, and how about this? And again, the same tunnel that looks identical to all of the tunnels that you've been walking in so far. Again, another one of these walls appears, and this time there's like formula and riddles and kind of just like different like almost like IQ test looking things like carved into it. And she's like, well, let's check your intelligence now.
Formulas.
Yep.
As in mathematical formulas?
Yes.
Okay. And what is the objective with these?
Solve them.
Just to solve them?
Yep. So please make an intelligence check.
All right, give me an example.
Nope. Nope. This is Sid's intelligence, not yours. You are a lot more intelligent than Sid is. So I deliberately didn't go looking for riddles.
Fair enough. Yeah, not sure if I have anything in regard to intelligence with Sid.
Oh, I know you don't.
How's Fink's intelligence? Can you like be passing notes?
I'm going to feed him the chalk.
It does not work.
Well, hey, how about that with a dirty 20?
Was that actually a dirty 20?
Yeah.
On the one you wanted him to fail as well.
It's okay. That was it's the average.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That was a 2. And that's an 11.
So after your average, that becomes an 11. So you get through most of the puzzles. Kind of takes you a little while, and again you hear the voice being like, okay. Well, let's see about this one. And again, this tunnel, almost like the puzzle wall just disappears, and the tunnel like expands out, almost as if you're in like a kind of like, one of those magic mirror rooms in a carnival or something, where you just see like hundreds of reflections of yourself, and they all step out of the mirror, and everyone starts walking around you. And she goes, how well do you really know yourself? What is your sense of self like? I need you to make a charisma check.
No.
Okay.
So I've got no, charisma is not the way to find the real Sid.
Okay.
Because if they're anything like Sid, they're all just going to be super fucking awkward.
Yeah.
And that is not how you would do it. So, I mean, I imagine Fink is still with me.
Yes, and everyone has, because they all kind of came out of mirrors, they all have a Fink around as well. And you're feeling this kind of like, basically, you're trying to, whoever this Rykara person is trying to essentially bamboozle you to be able to focus on just yourself. And because charisma is not just you're not trying to persuade the other Sids here that they're not the real Sid. You're trying to focus on your own self and your own kind of sense of self, and kind of like your own inner confidence is what you need to be able to focus on to realize that you're the one true Sid here in this situation. But if you have something fucky for me, absolutely hit me with it. I think that is what the challenge is. There is no one way of passing these challenges.
What are all the Sids doing?
The exact same thing, whatever you're doing.
Well, I'm going to do the most Sid thing possible in
Sure.
a large social situation.
Start reading.
No, I'm going to use my hide action and stealth my way out of it.
Very good.
Which is what the real Sid would do in a large social situation.
There's no better crowd for you to blend in with either.
It's kind of throwing my entire challenge here out the window, but I like it too much to not to say no. So yeah, sure, give me a stealth check.
All right. That's a 17.
You hear this voice in your head again that says, "Huh, interesting. Is your first reaction to always hide from things?"
There's a lot of me, and that's weird, and I don't really want to talk to myself, because if there's anybody I dislike more in the world, it's me. So why would I want to be in a room full of me?
Well, I guess you have proven that you know who you are, so fine. The final challenge, I guess. Maybe this one is suitable for you. And you are again walking through this tunnel when suddenly the walls seem to like close in and tighten in, not in a way to like crush you, but just to try and like narrow your path almost, until you come across like a chasm. And across this chasm there is like a tightrope.
So I just gotta walk across it.
Just gotta
with
walk
my
across
dexterity.
You're learning.
Okay. So 3 of these again.
Treaties take the average unless there's something funky you want to do.
It's just like the Battle of the Bands all over again. Didn't one of us go along a rope in that?
Yeah. Actually,
I mean-
only as I just described it there, I was like, oh, hang on, he's had one of these kind of things before.
Yeah, but I don't have my bow with me.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't.
because it was Khan that went up the rope that time. You shot the rope.
No, it was Sid.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I thought Khan climbed up.
No.
Oh, because Khan was anchoring it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tyler had dove for it, and Sid, like, went up over him.
But I am with this spiritual think that can, latch onto things,
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get under the rope. So I'm, like shimmying across it, like with my arms and legs. But I'm going to have Fink stand on top of me. So technically it's harder, but I've got 20 strength. So the strength
So you're going
part
to
is
elect to
fine.
use your strength rather than dexterity here?
No, because that way, if my dex fails, if I lose grip, technically, he'll be holding onto me, and then I can just grab onto it again. But yeah, I'm just gonna pull myself across. Like I'm not gonna try and tightrope walk across it.
Okay, sure. Go for it.
That seems like a silly way to do it.
Yeah.
But, he's like a buffer.
Yeah, yeah,
So if I like slip,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
he's there to like
His sticking powers are safety net.
He just temporarily,
Sure,
catch
yeah.
me, and then I grab on again.
Okay.
It's like a little safety net.
Sure. A little Dream Fink safety net.
But yeah, definitely using my strength to like climb across, I suppose.
Okay. Yeah.
Just beast your way over it.
I will still then say...
Literally beast your way over it.
Because this is just an alternate way, you're not like using a skill, it's still going to say 3 and take an average.
Yeah, I get a +5. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah, no.
+3. Nice. There's a nat 20.
Nice.
7, so
It's a
I'm
12.
That's 17.
Um,
+5. So.
yeah,
22.
more than enough to beat the DC on the average there. You pass easily. You just start shimmying. You just start shimmying like 6 months ago at the Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
You shimmy away, and you reach the other side of this bottomless chasm, and you hear the voice again of Rykara being like, very interesting approaches to these.
Thanks. I learned from somebody that you should always kind of try and approach these things from a different angle.
Well, this is the beauty of life, isn't it? We all have our own unique skills and angles to approach things.
You
from.
are such a positive person for being down in this hole.
Yes, about that. So, and you find yourself again, kind of like you like drop kind of suddenly, and you're just in this like you can't quite tell how big it is because it is pitch black. But like your sense of hearing and stuff, you can tell you're in like a wide open room. You're not in something like small and cramped. And you hear again say, "Yes. So, look, I'm very happy that you've passed stage 1 of the test. Look, you may have
Stage 1.
Oh, sorry, you didn't think this was going to be easy, did you?
What is happening here? Can I at least know what the objective is here? Like,
This one? Well,
no, the whole thing. What are we trying to get at here?
Oh, I'm trying to get just a feel for who you are as a person, Sid. Actually, probably maybe.
You could just sit down and chat with me.
Well, that was kind of what the little first part was, where I kind of asked you some questions. So actually, maybe it's more correct to say this is part 3 of the test.
Okay, but like, you also could just chat with me, and I could tell you my story.
Oh, and I will. We will do that. But first, sorry, but you have to survive this, and you
Real
feel
cool of those librarians to put you in here.
Love some librarians.
They don't play around. Like
Why are you
librarians.
rolling so much? Rolling what page to open?
What monster is this? I wonder. You take
What?
18 points of slashing damage.
From what? Oh, my dodge.
You don't. What? How are you dodging?
Well, my dodge action.
You've been essentially caught unaware. It is.
You can't
pitch
catch
black.
me unaware.
Do you have the alert feat
No, but I have that I can't be caught off guard.
while traveling? Right.
And I've been traveling for like an hour in this thing. I'm alert to danger even when doing something else.
You did say that direction has no meaning anymore, so he is traveling.
Okay. Tell you what.
Natural wanderer here.
Tell you what. Roll initiative.
I also have perception expertise.
Oh, trust me, the perception thing is about to come into it in a big way. Roll initiative.
But I also have other things that I'm going in a second. No. See, because I can use... Yeah, I just disengage with my bonus action. It's nonsense.
Roll initiative.
23. That's a nat 20.
Nice. You
I'm fast as fuck.
tell me
I'm
what.
so fast.
Tell me what.
I'm the fastest man alive.
Okay, Barry Allen, calm down. You're still going to get punched by something at regular speed here. Give me, at the top of the round, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, DC 30.
DC 30.
Yep.
Just
I
do it.
can't hit that.
You can. Just it'll explode. Just do it.
You get 2 nat 20s and use your psionic die.
No, even that's not.
No? What do you have for perception?
Like, my perception is +5, so I'd have to get literally max rolls on everything.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm not even rolling it. I'm not playing your game.
Okay, fine.
No, I'm not failing just so you can watch me fail.
You are standing in
I
this
wouldn't have done
cavern of darkness. You hear, you don't know what you hear. Everything is just muffled, and there is magic at play here that is concealing what is around you. Something in your gut, and also Rykar saying, "Oh, you have to survive," sets you into a kind of a fight or flight mode. You've rolled initiative. Is there anything that you would like to do?
I'm going to use my bonus action to hide.
Okay. Cool. Give me a stealth check.
Okay. That is a 26.
Okay.
I'm going to
Okay. This is
What's your AC?
AC's 14.
Yes, that's one hit. And
so many dice.
actually,
I don't have an angle on all the dice he's rolling, but it's a lot.
I know I had to re-roll a couple times because they were cocked there.
You're
The AC is 16.
14, I said.
Oh, 14. Oh, then that's definitely 2 hits. You take 22 points of slashing damage.
22?
Yeah.
This is like a test of resilience or something. It's got to be.
At the top of the round, please make another perception check.
Why is it the
Wait.
top of the round? I didn't get to fucking do anything.
You did. You hit. That was your.
No,
that was
that's
your
my
action.
bonus action
Oh, sorry,
because I've
what's-
got a cunning action, motherfucker.
Okay, what's your action then?
Shoot
What was
the
your action?
world.
What do I see in front of me?
Nothing. It's pitch black.
Shoot the darkness.
I'm so mad at how you're playing this because you are not letting me do my things that I do.
Okay, well,
And I did it very well.
I'm not stopping you doing nothing, Ryan. Hit me with it. Hit me with every.
Yeah, I'm
everything.
shouting out and I'm going, Raikara, I'm so sick of how everyone in this place makes it so hard to get knowledge. How are you any better than the Hoots Force?
What is our creed? I understand that this is a stressful situation, but remember, knowledge is sacred. It must be preserved.
Yeah,
Knowledge is life. It must be observed. And remember, knowledge is power. It must be deserved.
now that's the one I think I've always had a problem with because knowledge should be shared free. Isn't that the entire thing that we have based town on at all purposes? That knowledge should be shared with those?
And lastly, knowledge is truth. It must be conserved.
Yeah. So, what better way to do that than to share it amongst people? Not have them fucking fight stupid shit after all this time, after watching my friends die, and then you, at the core of all this is all you are? Somebody that just throws beasts out, throws traps out? What are you? This is what you stand for? This is what I worked so hard for? To come face to face with this? No. No. This is not it.
Town is truth social confirmed.
Yeah.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage, please.
Oh, nice. Advantage.
Yeah.
I don't get those that often.
You don't often get them, except for the ones you impose on yourself.
Oh! Hold on. For the camera.
Oh yeah, we have a camera. We can bring the piggy back in.
The critical pig.
The critical pig. It's been
Yeah,
like
give me the-
20 episodes since the critical pig was
Watch
a
him
thing.
egg in on Dylan's game.
I'm unhappy about this.
I rolled a 3 on the first one. I was like, after this whole monologue.
Yeah, I'm real glad you got that advantage. My heart sank for a moment.
I
Like,
was like, I'm gonna get the shit kicked out of me.
I'm going to say you still take whatever points of damage I said it
That's
was.
fine. 22.
But instead of it like slashing at you, you now kind of feel it instead like claws or paws or something dig into your shoulders and chest and pin you to the ground. And you no longer hear this voice in your head, you hear it directly in front of you.
So I can see the thing now.
Not just yet. You feel this like massive weight like pushing into you, you know? And you feel like a pause from whatever this thing is on top of you. And you kind of hear Raikara like half have this like inner monologue to herself. And she's like, Emeralia always said the dark evils of the world must be rid through the illumination of knowledge. But you do make some interesting points. Fine. You have survived. And in like, not pain, but just kind of like a release from pain, like you feel like the claws are tracked from your chest. And slowly the room around you is illuminated and you feel the weight kind of pull back from your chest. And as you sit up and look, you see a strangely human-like face, but on a massive body of a winged lion, you see a sphinx,
A cat girl.
a cat girl.
he's only gone and fucking
He's
done it.
made a cat girl.
We had so many conversations being like, no cat girls.
Oh, cat girls.
That's why they have to be hidden underneath a town.
An entire, all the world building, all the lore just to get the cat girl in there.
Oh, Sid doesn't have his book with him.
No.
Sid stares for a long time, but probably like it becomes obvious, not like in shock. Like after the shock wears away, like he's clearly just trying to memorize everything.
Yeah. Trying to burn it into the old.
Yeah. Click, click, click.
So, Sid,
Right, Kara?
why are you here? And I know you said you want to preserve knowledge and you want to uphold what we stand for here in town. But why right now? What was it that let you through? I don't get many visitors down here.
I think one of the things that you don't find in the books all the time, but I've found from living here and from the people that I'm around, is that those that do have knowledge and the power that comes with that have an obligation to do the right thing in the world and not to just use it for personal gain. And what's happening in the world right now is destructive to so many people. And I know that's not the neutrality that like town always stands for, but I feel like we know so much and there's so much we can do to help. Why not?
How would you help?
I think people have been living in darkness for what is actually going on with, you know, the Hoots Force, with Mighty Hootsman himself. That's kind of a leap from me. I don't know how much is led by him as far as what the Hoots Force are doing, but, you know, you could make that hypothesis that it would be led by him. And people are unaware, and people live in fear of these things that are appearing. And I mean, I've made good friends with one of these creatures that appeared as on the backhand of this, and a tolerance with another one. And I don't think people are only afraid of things that they don't know and don't understand. And the more that we can shine the light on this and stop what's going on, and you know, and be honest, I should have had my revenge filled, but I kind of want some more revenge because I don't like the fact that the Hoots Force exists and can do things like what they did to Stone's Reach.
Revenge is like Pringles. Once you pop, you can't really stop.
It's true. I think Bane said that.
There is an ancient saying that does say, once you pop, you cannot stop when it comes to revenge and revenge-like activities, yes.
I get this Pringle in my skin when I...
Yes, Pringles, if you're out there, please sponsor us.
Revenge Killings brought to you by Pringles, Salt and Vinegar.
Revenge Killings and Cat Girls brought to you by Pringles.
When you're salty, rub vinegar in their wounds.
When you're salty. That's actually all right.
You could say that they're ready to be assaulted.
All right.
Did your friend get barbecued?
Sid! We don't all... Look, I think you were right. I think that knowledge is important, but you understand that the way that the elders work is to ensure that only the correct knowledge gets out into the world, and that it is vital that we all have a deep understanding of how the world works. And I can appreciate that sometimes this is slow. Time doesn't really mean much to me, but for people like you, I can understand. We are not inactive, though. And I believe that the elders may have sent you down here following a path of others who have been sent down here in the past. You're not the first person to come to me, and you may not be the last.
Why do you hang out where it's so dark?
Oh, I kind of just like it.
Oh, okay.
It's roomy here. But like, sorry, it can be whatever you want. Is this not
It's just
appealing
dark.
to you?
I just kind of want to be able to see what you look like a little better.
Well, make it happen.
Okay. And I imagine that, unfortunately, the first thing that probably comes to Sid's mind when thinking about bright lights in his subconscious is it's probably in Stone's Reach when it's on fire.
That's literally what I was thinking. It's like he's going to make it Stone's Reach.
Unintentionally.
Oh.
He keeps trying to turn it into something else.
That's a bit troubling, isn't it?
Makes sense. Anytime I close my eyes, that's about what I see.
And this is what drives you, this fire? Literally?
Yeah.
I'm afraid I may have some fuel to add to this fire, if you were willing to accept it.
I mean, I just turned 18. If there's anybody that's able to get angry easy, it's 18-year-olds, so go for it.
It's- again, I don't understand 18-year-olds. Would you like
cycles of the earth?
would you like to be older?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
Younger?
No. I'm okay at this age.
Is 18 young? So you don't want to be younger?
No. I don't want to be older either.
Suddenly you feel like you're a 33-year-old. I mean, we can do this. Is that better?
My fucking back.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, fine.
The
And,
hangover from 3 days ago is back.
she kind of like waves her paw, and you feel normal again. Feel like you can actually do things.
So I have a question.
Sure, of course. I mean,
How far is this tunnel? Are you actually like in the physical plane, or are you only in the dreamscape?
Oh, I am in the physical plane, but right now we're in the dream theater. I like to call it the dream theater. It's kind of
I know. I keep trying to call it that.
yeah, I know. It's kind of an established thing. I thought. Is that not what like the dreamer? Have you studied under the dreamers? You seem to have a little bit of control over the.
Yeah, my mom is a dreamer.
Oh, interesting. Who's your mom?
My mom's Aisling.
Oh, that's
What?
very interesting.
Why?
So that means your father then.
What about him?
Well, he's Nolan.
Yeah, more like no longer around.
Nice.
Okay.
That's right. Look, I'm angry.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna breathe past that one for a second.
Yeah.
But there's okay. This makes things a little bit.
What about him? What do you know about
A
him?
little bit difficult.
What about
okay,
him? Wait, no. Hold on. Let's not breeze past that.
Just no. Well, no. I'm breathing past your
He's
attempt
the
at
one.
wordplay there.
Oh, okay. He's the one I want to kick in the balls.
Yeah. Okay. You know, I'm doing the maths. Maths not usually my strong point, but I'm
two
doing
of them. One
Yes.
ball plus one ball. Both of them.
Sure.
Unless he.
You're human, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
Brand's
So,
character sheet real quick.
Right, Kara? Can I tell you something?
please.
You are literally so much cooler than the elders because, like, you have answered every question I've asked you, and it's not been like an ordeal.
Well, I mean, I asked you a lot of questions at the start, and I think it's just fair that you. I mean, I would kind of say it was a bit of an ordeal to get to here. No.
Yeah.
I almost killed you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have.
But I mean, even like silly questions. It's not like I only get like 3 questions, you know?
No, I mean that seems arbitrary.
Nice. You might want to have a talk with your fucking elders.
Look, the elders have been set on a path to, at the time that the traditions of the elders were created, it made sense, and I don't want to break that tradition.
That's fair.
It
I mean, it was cool getting to meet with him, but like this is real cool. Like I get to ask anything.
Yeah.
Anyway, my dad, what were you gonna say?
yes. Oh yeah, this is a bit of a spicy one. I'll admit. So it seems like you hate your dad. and
Yeah.
You also hate the Hoots Force.
Yeah.
Okay. The elders have this concept of true knowledge and things that are certain. Knowledge is actually not certain. And sometimes, you know, they send you off on, I think you call it field work, field research.
Yeah.
To try and get to the bottom of that. But sometimes there are things beyond that. And I believe the Hoots Force are actually responsible for, and you've said that the Hoots Force are either taking knowledge or destroying knowledge.
Yeah, and withholding knowledge.
Withholding knowledge. That tracks, to be honest. I see now why the elders have sent you to me.
Okay.
I believe that the Hoots Force have stolen something from us in town.
Oh, what?
The third part of our creed. Knowledge is power.
Oh.
In fact, all of our creed, there is knowledge that, yes, we give it freely, but what is done with that knowledge can have drastic consequences.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess that's fair, yeah.
I don't know what, and I'm not, the flow of time for me is an unusual thing. And I've been on this plane for eons? Minutes? I don't know. But what they've done with this knowledge has yet to happen, I believe. But they stole a book of which there was only one copy. A book that had troubling connotations and consequences. The book was called The Necrogoblicon.
Oh my god.
Give it to us one more time there, Dill.
All of this build up into the Necrogoblicon.
This is the Goblin campaign.
It's a band.
Is it? I didn't get. I want to go home.
32 episodes for this.
There are seemingly... Hey, how much do you know about other realms?
I know about a few. I did some practical jokes on other elemental planes.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I pretended. Oh, I did this whole thing to my friend where I like pretended that he had actually got caught in a time trap and that I was like my great grandson.
Time traps are nothing to be joked around with, Sid.
Yes, they are. If it's a practical joke, serious as a time trap. This one.
No. Anyway, I have reason to believe that the Hoots Force have taken this book. I do not know what their intentions are with it, but this was, I would have to guess, years ago. And I had previously sent another person to look for this book.
Who?
Well, I think you know who.
I don't know who.
Your father.
Oh, so he was actually trying to do something good for once in his shitty little life?
Well, he was asked to do something good, but this book has not returned. So if you
Did other people know he was sent on this quest?
ask yourself, Sid.
Nobody seems to know who my dad is in town, other than my mom.
Yes, and that's kind of why I think you might be suitable for this. The skills you've shown, tracking, determination, your drive, and it seems like fate, but I would ask you to track your dad down, retrieve this book, find out what's happened, but only for the notes that I take can I think that he has been sent. Something seems to have happened. Something is trying to erase him from existence.
Now, that would be cool.
You're really taking what you want from this, aren't you, Sid?
And to answer your question about have other people been told, no, they haven't. Think of the reputation that town has. We are the guardians, we're the keepers of knowledge. To have the world know that knowledge can be ripped from us is not something we can afford. It's not something I can let happen. I am not the original guardian of town.
You're not.
No. I do this in memory. It's why maybe we're so set in our ways and I'm refusing to change, but there was one called Emeralia. And everything I do in her memory. And
Was she a Sphinx too?
no, she was a dragon.
I was about to say, that is
Hey!
such a fucking dragon name.
Yeah, it's such a dragon name.
Where'd she go?
She was killed.
What?
Yes.
When town was like first destroyed?
No.
Before that?
No.
After that?
After that.
Whoa.
Only recently.
Whoa.
About...
That's so spicy. Am I right? I think I'm right. Fuck. Keep going. Keep going. Do it. Give the amount of years ago it was killed.
time means not much to me, but if I had to guess, about 20 years ago, it was part of the war. A lot of dragons were killed. A lot of dragons fled. And so a lot of society broke, but we in town, and I stayed here. She went off. They had a meeting. They had one every dozen years or so. And she never came back.
Does this say cult?
No.
Kolf? What the fuck is Kolf?
It's not Kulf.
That says Kolf.
Jesus.
No, Jim wants to play golf. That's what he's getting at.
Obviously, she went on a golf trip. Now it looks like a bum, but she might.
Oh, that was it. That C was a W?
Yeah.
Wolf.
Woof woof to you too. I don't.
Wolf dragon mutation.
That was
not aware.
I'm not
him.
talking. That's Ryan.
That was
talking.
personal. That was personal gym notes.
Anyway,
Kolf.
look, about 20 years ago or so, Emeralia and many of her peers, colleagues, were killed. The world was thrown into disarray. Nations fell, rose again, and now here we are. And this is why I believe that the Hoots Force are behind something, and maybe the Hoots man has come and taken something from us. For what end, I don't know, but we have a tenuous peace. Our neutrality was hard bargained for by Emeralia. She was the one who kept us safe. She protected us. She protected knowledge. It was her entire being. It was her horde. And she kept that alive. And now I do that for her. And so we cannot have outsiders know that we are weak, that we cannot do our part of the bargain. Because if our part of the bargain falls, who knows what else will fall.
Fair.
So
I need to go kick all the Hoots Force's ass.
you need to get that book back.
Okay. And
Whatever-
kick some asses on the way.
Hey, look, I'm not going to stop you kicking some ass, but I'm going to need you to keep this on the QT, okay?
Okay. QT?
Yeah, I'm a cutie.
Oh, man. Narcissist Sphinx.
Well,
They all
I,
are.
well, I'm a
Everyone
cat
is.
girl.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
she
why?
she does not do that.
Why did he do that when we
Jesus.
get cameras?
She does not do
He
that.
goes, Ew, are you going to go hunt for me?
I've not even been involved in this episode, and I regret the little bit I have been.
So, all right. Herman always says to make sure you have a main takeaway from every lesson.
Yes, I've kind of just dropped a lot on you there.
And the main takeaway is
And it was very roundabout, so maybe a nice little conclusion paragraph
to
would be
always
great.
save your data in multiple locations so things like this don't happen.
More copies is more risk.
Well,
Oh, I didn't even tell you about the goblins. Yes, so seeing the goblins. So I'm very happy that I'm not happy that you made jokes about time loops, but I am happy that you have experienced multiple planes. Kind of saves me a bit of an explainer.
is there a plane of goblins?
Yes, I believe it's the moon.
God. Dylan.
The realm of Lunia.
Yeah, okay. So now we're back to more Glory Hammer.
Yes. It's been staring you in the face the entire time.
I know. We're going to go to the moon.
Oh no, you don't have to go to the moon. What I'm afraid of is that the moon will come here and we'll be invaded by goblins.
Oh.
And that would be bad. They are bloodthirsty, they are ferocious, and they are mean, nasty. Honestly, kind of smell a bit.
Yeah, I played Magic the Gathering, I know.
Yeah.
Cat girls and MTG.
Going
Name of the
downhill.
episode.
We have
Season is
fallen
going down.
so far.
Hey, I'm trying to enter first with cool lore drops here for you guys. Give me a break. So, in conclusion, Emeralia died about 20 years ago along with a lot of other dragons who
Yeah.
may or may not have been a secret cabal of dragons ruling the world.
Yeah. I've
Sec-
played Elden Ring, I know.
Secondly-
Oh, no, wait, that's more Dark Souls. Yeah.
Secondly, about 10 years ago, the book went missing.
Book
Yes, the Necrogoblicon.
of Vile Darkness.
No.
Oh.
No. I don't do that. That's boring. That's been done.
Yeah.
I forgot. I know. I've read that one. It's not as bad. It was kind of just. It was a lot of hype.
Yeah.
It's just poorly written smut, to be honest. Then I sent your father, on a quest to find it, and he's not returned. And seemingly now, no one can even think of him or remember him or do anything with thoughts of him. So that's where you come in. You take your unique skills and you'll go and find them, save the day, boom, boom, boom. Season 2 of a podcast.
Hey!
Meow, 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 meow.
You want to go with us?
No.
Stop it.
We could get you a pink dress
Oh, no,
and
no,
some
no.
headphones for your streaming.
No, I am like, no, I don't want to.
You don't want to be on Twitch?
No, my purpose is here. I twitch enough in my sleep.
Cat girls love Twitch. This isn't a real cat girl.
She's a sphinx, damn it. She's been sent here by a god on a specific mission.
What sits at the bottom of the sea and twitches?
Oh,
A nervous wreck.
okay. Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I should know where you're going with that one. But that's funny. Yeah. Any questions? I mean, I don't really get many visitors here. I'm kind of happy for the company.
Yeah.
Now that you've proven yourself, I think you can do a good job.
What direction did you send Nolan?
Oh well, I mean,
He had to have gone north. Nolan north.
No, it's actually a different Nolan reference.
well, your father actually was what I thought he was perfect for this particular task was that he was a divination wizard.
Was he?
So he could scry, he could locate things, he can, basically peer through the dream theater to other places on that one. I thought his skills could be perfect. The skills he demonstrated in the trial were excellent in that. So I left that to him. I don't know.
Immorella.
I don't know.
Now, I was shown some things during the past 6 months from a visit from a little squiddy friend of mine that
Okay.
showed me some memories of my dead best friend.
I mean, that sounds awfully morbid, but okay.
And it seems that they were taken out by a dragon.
Okay.
That's the Holy Thunder Force. Do you know anything about that? Because they seem to be, there's not much about them in the record books either.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there are certain...
There's stories
Records of
and,
them.
there's all that, but there's not much about their end.
No, I guess there's probably no first-hand accounts that I'm aware of. Give me one moment, Sid. And she kind of like waves her paw, and this like just giant bookshelf, just like you know in the Matrix when they're like, we're going to need guns and like loads of rose
Yeah.
guns, like that happens with bookshelves.
Can I show you a memory that was shown to me?
Sure, if you
Like,
if
are
want.
you able to look into my brain?
Oh, yeah, of course.
yeah. So this is what Bellicor showed me.
That's unusual. It's not quite a dragon. It doesn't have the same colorings of Emeraldia, if that's what you're.
Okay.
Dragons come in many colors and sizes.
I just wanted to
Actually,
scratch
mostly
that
all the
off the
shaman-
list,
Yeah.
that
Yeah, no. Hey, that sometimes that's the first step is eliminating what.
It's not a Kolf dragon.
My theory has shattered in front of me.
I
My
know.
Kolf dragon is gone.
good. I was getting worried that the entire mystery of this campaign was already unraveled. But I mean and she like kind of flicks through loads of different like books and things, and she's like, I mean, there's secondhand sources here that they went to battle and just never returned. We have copies of missives talking about an encroaching army from Azumakia. So, I mean, Azumakia may.
What other questions should I ask?
I'm just doing everything that happened 20 years ago.
Azumaki may be a start that Nolan would have gone to. They've historically been quite warlike, and any kind of weapon that could be used may be useful for them. But
Weapons.
yeah, weapons. They were one of the original ones that instigated the war.
Okay. So maybe a good place to go there.
Maybe.
I feel like any direction we go, we'll end up in Azumakia.
Yes, isn't there a Battle of the Bands there too that you need to go to?
Funny
We were
enough.
told that, weren't we? That yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Dylan's like, please just go to Azumakia. All right, I want to, this is cool and all. I'm guessing once I leave here, I'm not going to be able to come back and chat with you more.
No.
See? Lame. Because you're kind of cool.
Thanks.
So,
I mean, I might see you in like a millennia or two. That's nothing, right?
how about
How long do you live?
like a lot less than that?
Like
Like
half a millennia?
like 90 years.
Oh, that's not much time at all.
No.
Okay, well,
Could I see you in our dreams?
oh, that's an interesting thought. Perhaps. I mean, the Dream Theater allows for a lot. I wouldn't recommend walking there yourself, but is this like you just want to like call me on the regular to just like chat, or
Yeah, I mean, or no, if there's like questions, but also like if you feel lonely or whatever,
oh, I mean, I don't really. I
if you want to get some coffee,
don't get me
sometime,
wrong. I think the novelty of this is great, but
Well, no, I'm fine.
I'm-
What I mean is like big questions, like big ordeals that happen, like to be able to contact you,
yes. Look, I think
so I don't have to write a thesis every time.
no. The elders are obviously aware that I'm down here. This is the key part of elder knowledge. If you request a special
So
audience,
you're saying that I can sit on the audience, but I am not granted the rank of elder?
it's exactly what I'm saying.
I'm trying to remember what his outcry was. It's ridiculous.
This is outrageous.
Outrageous.
This is outrageous.
Look, you can come and say hi anytime you want. I would appreciate if you only really came to give me some news, and I knew that you were out there actually actively working towards the task I've
So you
sent
don't
you.
want to get coffee together?
No, I'm so sorry, friend. I think we should just be friends.
Oh, dang it. Thought Sid was going to get a cat girl.
You're not my species. I'm sorry.
I'm too young.
Yeah, that too.
Dang it.
Any more questions while we're here?
Have you checked out Fink? He's a looker.
He's actually closer to my type than you
Hey!
are, but still, I'm not in a place to.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah,
So it's not him, it's you.
yes.
Okay.
Basically, I'm still not over my ex. Is she really my ex? You say it's an ex if she was killed?
Oh, you had a thing with him, Aurelia.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I thought that was clear.
No.
No, yeah,
Oh. So dragons and sphinxes.
yeah.
I saw a movie that was similar to that, where there was like a big green dude.
Oh, Shrek.
Yeah.
We've got the picture book here. It's one of my favorites.
No, I don't think I have any more questions. I don't think. I mean, I got a lot of questions. But
Okay.
I don't think I.
Time is kind of limited on this one. I think I'd like you to go and
Yeah,
do
I
some
gotta go
adventuring.
and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay.
Last chance to ask. You can ask one more question. We'll say. I know we said I don't want to give you arbitrary amount of questions, but
I think I'm back on the right track with this, but I'm not here. So
What does Sid want to know? Oh, can you give me some more detail about like how like weird creatures are being, are planes being like melded together? Am I right about that?
yeah, So I have read your thesis.
Thank you.
It was sent down.
How was it?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Some of your prose was a little bit flowery at times, which I like. Are you?
Hanging out with a bard.
Yeah, that they'll do
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
I know.
okay. Yeah, I thought that was pretty spot on. This is why I asked you about other realms and stuff. Like they exist. They see. Yeah, I think you're probably right.
They're crashing into each other.
I don't know if they're crashing into each other, but they're definitely interfering with each other in ways that they shouldn't be, and that they haven't in the past. That's actually something I'm not entirely sure of.
Whoa.
But if you would like, I can commune and I can maybe get back to you. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll reach. Tell you what, I'll reach out to you.
Okay.
Yeah, you give me your number, and I'll ring you. Okay.
Okay.
oof.
It's fine because when that rings, I'll be able to show Bren that a cat girl's calling me. So
I think he'd be wildly jealous.
yeah, he'd never recover.
But yeah, look, I think that's a very astute theory you have. Obviously, the elders thought so too. And look, research and everything was never really my forte. I don't think that was the purpose I was put on this plane for. I'm
It's
here.
for Twitch streaming. And
Yeah, I'm here mainly to stream on Twitch. And when I'm not streaming on Twitch, I'm here to guide people to knowledge. I'm here to facilitate.
fair enough.
And it's why me and Emeralia were such a good pair, you know? I guided her to the treasure that I could not possess.
Cute. Okay.
So, but I think that is definitely a thread that you should pull on and investigate more.
Nice.
Because something is weird about that. The order of the world is immensely structured. Everything has its place. And within not just our world, but not just our plane, but within our entire cosmology, we strive to maintain order and avoid chaos. It sounds as if chaos has somehow interfered. Which isn't a good thing, just to
No.
put that out there. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems bad.
Yeah. Anyway, I think you're all good to go. She lifts up a paw,
Boops me on the nose.
boops you on the nose,
Aw.
and you're back in a tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
And yeah, you
Turn around and walk back out where the elders are.
if that's what you do, yeah.
Throw them a finger.
They
That's a greeting in town.
yeah, it's sign language for hello. They all flip you off as you walk in the door. I trust you've had a good meeting.
I did. Yes, realizing I need to be more formal again and kind of fallen back into that. But if they know Raikara, then they probably have experienced the very nonchalant way she does things. So kind of stumble back into, yes, I met with Raikara.
We would ask that you do not use that name outside of these walls and outside of the presence of us elders.
I get it. Only call her by her username. By
Don't-
her Twitch handle.
Don't do it. Don't generate a Twitch handle.
But now we want to speak candidly. We call her Big Ray Ray.
So I'm here. I'm trying to take your story seriously. I'm doing my notes, and I just feel like I need better from you.
We've been so serious for the past few episodes that I just want to have some fun, Jim.
Yeah, but I met with her.
The story is still very serious. It's just being presented in a very lighthearted manner, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm off to do a task that she has set me out on.
Excellent. If there's anything that the elders can provide in means of resources.
Fortunately, I'm not sure you would actually understand what she sent me out to do, which is weird.
It's the task is between yourself and Big Ray Ray, but it is any resources you want if you need currency.
Yeah, I've kind of got the grips on that, but I think we're gonna need more of that. I bet.
We can we have some in some situations, and he kind of just like takes under this desk, just like throws you like just this like massive bag of coins. He just shows you to you. I think there's something shiny in there. You open up, it's just a bag of platinum.
I'm like, I don't know. I'll ask Bryn if this is worth it.
Yeah, I mean, look out. People
There's
have
something like called inflation out there, which is where the money gets smaller. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Why is it called inflation?
because they are maybe inflating their own sense of greed. I don't know. No.
Fair.
Look, we have given this out. No one has ever come back and requested for more, so it should probably do you for the entire campaign. Please don't ask me for any money. I
Hey.
don't want to deal with this. But we of course the smiths and the artisans and the artifabrilis can provide you with anything that is needed if you would like.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you see he signs like a kind of like basically like a requisition slip that's basically like
Carte blanche. Like,
give this person what they need.
I'll most likely turn to the one that's, you know, the elder, like the more dreaming side of things. I forget what
Yes,
you would.
who was the no, he was the overly like gruff French one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'll most likely be stopping by your college later
Okay.
to find information on, you know, where to go and what the trail may be. So,
oh, it's
you have a good idea.
Whatever you want, yeah.
yeah. Cool. Thank you. It has been a great honor meeting with you all.
Well, I said this is a bit of an unusual one. You have passed your thesis. I guess we give you a. I have not actually thought this far ahead of what would happen.
What title do I get?
You're now a bachelor.
Well, I thought you'd come up with something cooler.
Oh no, you have a bachelor's, therefore you are a bachelor.
he just wanted to say the word bachelor in a French accent. Before you got that title. Notice he said it 4 times already.
Yeah,
Nice.
go for it, bachelor. Said.
I wanted to introduce myself as something. Oh, well.
If there's a better,
I'll think on it.
yeah, you do that.
You can introduce yourself as whatever you want.
Yeah, take a leaf from Bren's book.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is all gone on much longer than I thought. So please go and you're handed a little certificate and let to
Do
go.
I get a new bookmark?
Yes, that is definitely a thing.
That's an important thing.
Yep.
Nice.
Never forget your place in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get given a little bookmark, get told, never forget your place in this world, and they say, now, please, go.
There should be
Stop making me flanderize all of
There
these
should
characters.
be a third thing, but yeah, because there's already 2 bookmarks. So 1, so you never forget your place in this world. 2, so you remember that which is important.
And 3,
You're the elders.
you're the one who's written all of this story about the elders. Like,
Always remember there's more to be written.
oh, I like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
See? I had an impact on the episode.
Yeah, it's a new pen. They give me a new quill.
Cool. Yeah, you get a nice fancy quill. You open it and it says, "Hi, it seems you're trying to do some research."
End of the episode. End of the episode. Hey, thanks for checking out another episode. Ryan here, and I've got some super important things to tell you about. First off, Dylan and Jim both sent me a text message asking for me to tell you that they both said hi. So how about that? What nice guys. So to pay them back for being so nice, how about you leave us a review on this episode or go onto our socials and say hi back to us. Things like that really do help out a lot. But some other things just to tell you about. We've got Comic-Con coming up, and we're going to be back on the main stage doing another very cool story for you. We're really excited to see you guys again. But on top of that, we are launching our Patreon, as well as we're going to have some fun little backstage pass episodes on there where we talk about what we thought about the episodes, some of the, inner workings of Lethlon and the character builds. So if you want to check that out, definitely check out our Patreon. More information about that will be on our social media. But definitely, on top of anything else, check out our merch store. We have t-shirts with Fink on them. Everything you ever wanted. But yeah, guys, cannot say enough how much we appreciate you coming and checking out our episodes, and we cannot wait to see you at some of the upcoming events we have. Bye!